Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Lisa, and I love everything colorful makeup. I love everything makeup, period, especially colorful eyeshadow, as you can tell, especially indie brands. And I have been able to, since the beginning of 2024, invest in my favorite indie brands. And if you couldn't tell by the thumbnail and the title, one of those favorite indie brands is Unearthly Cosmetics. Now, I have gone on and on about this brand, and I know that I don't know the owner personally or anything like that, but I've come to know and love, you know, the brand, what it stands for, and I think Amanda is an amazing businesswoman. I love where she's taking Unearthly, fantastic, quality, top-notch formulas, whether it be her eyeshadows, her lipsticks, her glosses, her lip liners, and now her, you know, blushes. So I know this is an older palette, but this is new to me. And I created this look that I wanted to share with y'all and to just take a peek at Devour. Now, I have been wanting this palette for a really, really long time. And if you didn't know, she had done not once, but twice. I think it was for like almost 2 weeks straight. It was the 50% off sale. And this palette originally, I believe, is $60, 60 US dollars. So I got it for 30, which was a great deal. I mean, her formulas, if you know, you know, are beautiful, pigmented mattes, but not so pigmented that they don't blend or you can't play, they don't play nice together. The shimmers are smooth and they shimmer. The shimmers are shimmering, baby. And just the specialty shades that she puts in her palettes too are just chef's kiss, top notch, just beautiful. So I just wanted to share these products with you. I did swatch Devour out, and I just uploaded my short here to my YouTube. So if you go to my YouTube channel, my short is there. My TikTok is also linked on my YouTube channel. So if you want to follow me over there, the more the merrier, I always say. So, you know, hey, if you're new, hopefully you subscribe, hopefully you like and comment and say hola. And yeah, I'd love to hear from you. And please do share the videos, you know, because it truly does help out my channel. So, and you know, comes with a great protector, Unearthly, and Ensley Rain is another one that does this, and I love, because I'm a package hoe. Can you tell? So this, when brands do this, like, they make sure that, you know, and then there was another piece of foam on top of this, and plus it's also in its own, you know, cardboard packaging. So your stuff is not going to arrive broken, and it is aesthetically pleasing. Okay, love, love that. And so this is just I waited and I slept on this palette. Now, I did have Dreamer. Dreamer at the time was on pre-order. This is the one thing that I don't care for when brands do pre-orders, and then once they're getting ready to launch, they're sold out. And then you got to wait again whenever that pre-order, whenever she decides to restock that and do another pre-order. Dreamer is like purpley. It's got like that purple to it. And I love purples, greens, blues. If you've been with me for a hot minute, you know. So, and the artwork. Oh my God. And I do have her bronzer that went to high temp. And I had ordered that off TikTok Shop because if you didn't know, and you're new, I've been on TikTok for 4 years and I've been doing TikTok Shop for over 1.5 years. I do promote Unearthly Cosmetics in my TikTok Shop, in my showcase, along with many other indie brands and regular mainstream brands. So she was having a sale a few months back, and I had high temp in my cart for sure. It was only going to be, it was half off, and we know that high temp, I believe, is regular price $46, right? So it was $23. I know I had that in my cart. I know I did. Now, whether or not it was a glitch on TikTok Shop's behalf, but when the order came, just the bronzer was there. I did contact Unearthly. They were going to look into it. They're busy. It is what it is. They also went to, I think it was MegaCon or something here in Florida, which was in Orlando, which is not too far from where I am in Ocala. But at the time, I just didn't have the money, nor did I have, which I would have loved to have been able to meet Amanda. And I also think Ellie Dawson went to visit there as well. And from what I heard on Allie's channel in her video. So it would have been great to meet these people. And also, I saw on Instagram she had high temp on the table and Dreamer, and so I was like, whoa. And I did put a comment on that video, but it hopefully, I mean, it just came out last year, so I'm assuming she's going to restock high temp. Let me know in the comments, because I'm not on Instagram consistently like I am here in TikTok, so I'm not too sure if, you know, but I would think, being a very recent launch and it does well, that I would think she would bring it back. I hope so, because I would truly love to grab that palette. Oranges, reds, yellows, are you kidding me? I've just fell in love with that kind of color story on my skin tone. And I've been practicing with reds because reds were my nemesis, and pinks, you know, so I've been kind of trying to work with them more. And this one was also, looking at it, I was like, hell yeah, green. I knew I was going to do that. And I knew I was going to do this grungy, gothic kind of look. So, and I knew I wanted to incorporate one of these reds, whether it be this red, which I did, or this deeper burgundy, which this is the one I used. And then this is the deeper burgundy one. Definitely a palette, if you are into reds and greens, this is for you for sure. It can definitely be a companion palette. These shimmers are, I mean, they're just absolutely stunning. And of course, it's evening time here in Florida, so the low light in my room right now is just perfect, so you can see the shifts. It's beautiful, right? So this is the look that I created, and I took, what I did, you know, I started out was taking a small pencil brush and working in my crease with Snap. And I'll tell you the names if you don't know. This is Gruesome, the shimmer, Demolish, Carnivore, Ravage, Devour, Snack, Consume, Instinct, Prey, Snap, Trap, and Bite. Love the names. Love the artwork. Gorge. Love all of Unearthly's artwork. Whatever the artist's name is, I'm not too sure. I don't know if she just uses one artist or if a couple, I'm not sure. Names are awesome. So I started out with Snap. with the pencil in my crease, and then blended it out so that it was on my hood to start a fake crease, because we are hooded gals here. Yes, we are. And then took Prey, and with a smaller, even smaller, which my Singe Beauty brush in the new line, and I think it is the E11 that you can use for lash or for really precise applications. And so I took that in the crease with Prey, and then took a little bit of a fluffier brush, which was I think my Singe 3, and blended it out a little further. And I knew I wanted to take one of these reds in my head, but I'm like, how can I do this without making it look like somebody hit me in the face when I blend it out, or making it just look really muddy. And in my opinion, this, as you can see the gradient, you can tell the separation, the blending. The one thing that I really wish, even though I know that she meant for this to be a dark, grungy palette, and I've said this about one of her other palettes too, is I wish there was like a white matte in here, because they're so dark colors in here, to brighten up the inner corner, or if you wanted to lighten any of these dark colors, to go in between. That's my only gripe ever, is always a transition. Even though this worked in the crease for a transition, fine, which then this probably would work for a transition for this as well. And I'm sure you can use this absolutely dark, dark green for the red or the green, you know what I mean? So I took my NYX, which I always keep handy, and it was the NYX Beetlejuice collection from last Halloween in 2024. And it has a white matte, and it's pigmented, and I love it. And I keep it handy in my vanity for occasions like this. So that's what I have, is a white matte from the NYX Beetlejuice collection. In here, blended it upwards this way, and didn't want to put shimmer or anything in the corner. Normally I don't do that. Usually it's just a matte, a bright matte to brighten up the inner corner, especially with a really dark look like this. And so I took Snap. I went back and forth between Snap and Prey until I was satisfied, and I took, oh no, I just dug my nail in there. Damn it. So that's all good. It's not too bad. So then I took Devour, this beautiful red, right? And ever so gently, and I can't remember what, it was a Singe brush, I'm pretty sure. No, I took the Fantasy Cosmetica brush. And it's like a fluffy but dense shader brush. And ever so gently put the red here, almost half on and half off, almost like really 25 on and the rest off, and then just blended that ever so gently so that it wasn't going to, you know, get really muddy or anything like that. Reinforce back down with Snap above here, down here, again, and then went back in and deepened up the outer corner into the crease again with Consume. This really grungy dark green, right? That one. And did that and down the lower lash line, and also took Snap and blended down here, this white here, and took my NYX white liner in my waterline, and also took a lime green NYX on top of the white to kind of give it that lime green color. Took Trap, this, I think it's a dual chrome, yeah, green, but and white, and almost has, yeah, well, no, it's a multi. Green, but it's got that pink, and then like almost gold, white to pink, green, you know what I mean? And that's here. And I did take Ravage, which is this red shimmer, this one, and put it right in the middle. But I knew I wanted to, because this is kind of a topper almost, but you can definitely build it up. And I did use NYX glitter glue. So I put that red in the middle, and you can see it just under there. And that's kind of what I wanted. And then Instinct, this green shimmer out here, went back into Consume, blended in the outside up here so there wasn't a harsh line. And this is the result. And then the Tarte mascara that I've been enjoying. And I think that this came out absolutely beautiful. This is Devour. I wanted to share this with you guys. If you have not grabbed this and you love this kind of color story, dark and grungy, you will not be disappointed. And on my lips, I used the ColourPop, the New Moon liner that went with, runs with Vampires, I think it is. The dark red one and the light red lipstick. So I used that liner. And it almost gives a purpley red on the outside. And then took one of her menacing middles with in Ancient. And it's this, if you haven't seen them yet, which I will swatch them for you if you'd like here. It's almost like, it's like a gold green, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So it kind of just goes perfect. And I'm waiting for her to do an emerald green in these. I do know that she has 8 more menacing metals coming, I guess, to this line. And I've talked about it before in my previous video. These are fucking gorgeous. I don't know how she keeps the price point at where it is, because I think these are 18. They're luxe. Okay, they are luxe, they are weighty, they're magnetic, and just hydrate. They're not drying, and the metallic to them isn't bam in your face. It's just a really beautiful formula. And so, yeah, these are amazing. They're great, okay? So I have them all except for Void. And Void is the silver metallic. At the time when I got these, they were sold out. And so she had restocked them. You can't go wrong with these. So what one did I do? I did Ancient. I will swatch these for you. This is Bloodstone, a beautiful red, true red metallic. I mean, the formula, I don't think there is a bad formula that Unearthly Cosmetics that Amanda has ever done, in my opinion. I've been a huge fan of this brand for a couple of years now. And like I said, start of last year, I had decided to pick certain few that I had watched my beauty gurus go on and on about. And Unearthly was definitely one of them. And I know that they're here in Florida as well. So is Bella Beauty Bar. So I knew, I was like, it's a no-brainer. I never ever saw a bad review ever from anyone Maybe besides just maybe a similar color story or something like that, but never about bad formulas ever. This I would say is one of my favorites. It's Fury. And this is like a maroon, dark, kind of purple maroon. It's hard to explain. She is just gorge. Okay. That's Fury. This one is Sire. Now this is the true purple one that I wore in my last video. True purple metallic. Now the ones that, the extensions that she has coming, there's really only 4 out of the 8 that I would even care. And then of course I'd like to get Void Silver, the pure, that is pure silver metallic. But out of the new ones, I'd like to grab there's only 4 out of the 8 that I'm truly interested in. And this last one that I have is Ember. Again, this orangey, fire, kind of burnt, golden. Just, Amanda, I know you'll probably never see this, but girlfriend, keep doing what you're doing, girl. Fire. Fire, fire, fire. And of course, it's taken me a while, you know, but I do have all of her lipsticks. Like I said, except for Void, maybe 2 others that were discontinued or just she never brought back. The aesthetics of just the liquid on the whole thing of Unearthly is just completely my vibe. You know, I love to ride bikes, Harley Davidson, you know, I'm a biker chick, and yeah, and I love heavy metal. I am pretty eclectic with my music though, but old school rock and roll and heavy metal is definitely my jam. You know, packaging, I'm just a package hose, and this kind of stuff is just, it's up my alley, truly. It's probably what I would have in my own mind if I were to do a makeup brand, to be honest. I shit you not. Like, looking at this, I'm like, she, like, in my head, oh my God. You know what I mean? The whole, from the water in the, it's just gorge. And they're not tight on the lips. They're comfortable. These are, I think, the liquid lipsticks. And there's just all there's the Amanda, the purple one, this green one is Mandy. There's Marianne, I think the Gloria, Aura. Without my glasses, I don't have. And I did want to get Samantha, but Samantha was sold out. But again, this has taken me quite some time to collect these. And I know last year is when she first came out with these in her concept store, because she came out with these first and then the blushes. Again, these are the liquid lipsticks, but the satin liquid lipsticks, I think these ones are. And these are all different kinds of colored nudes. And 3 of them are my faves, and 2 of them really, like the light one, this one. And they are, all are very mauvey, purpley mauvey undertone nudes, as you can see. But for every skin tone though. Anybody who's worn these, from deep, rich skin tones to tan to fair, like, these are amazing. And then of course with the Gargoyle collection, I think she started to do this new repackaging, which is amazing. It kind of looks like a crystal, right? Well, it kind of reminds me of the Dark Crystal. I don't know if you guys are out there that are Gen Xers, and you definitely would probably know of the Dark Crystal, the movie. Well, this reminds me of the Shard. Tell me Tell me that isn't. Am I showing my age? I tell you guys all the time, I'm going to be 50 next month. Yes, I am. That's crazy to me. But this is Gnarly, and it is an orange. I haven't used it yet. I think I'm going to use it because I'm going to pull out just a taste. And also with Lore, you've seen a look on my shorts, and I also did a video. If you go over to my YouTube channel, it's there. Did a review and showed you the look that I shared with Lore. And, but I didn't have this. So, yeah. That would look pretty with just a taste, or even with Ember. Ember would be really pretty with it. But with the Gargoyle collection, it was these three that came in a box that had the Gargoyle on the box, like the palette, and these. And I believe these are sold out. Now that she's trying to get into the new warehouse, you know, I think a lot of stuff is just sold out. She just released a Valentine's palette on top of the pre-order stuff that I think is in now, which was two palettes, which was Murky Meadow and I think Shattered Something, which I thought was the Valentine's palette. But she just popped it out and said, here's another Valentine's palette, thinking of you. And it is not your typical Valentine's palette for sure. And these palettes are priced anywhere from low 30s to upper 30s, which is really great because, again, if you want to try the brand, these palettes are awesome. And I will have them. You bet your sweet butt. And then, of course, there's the remastered Not Normal palette that every time she restocks, I can never get my hands on it because it's always sold out. Fall Magic has been sold out for quite some time. I would love to get that. Dead of Night, Leather and Lace. I don't know if she's bringing Leather and Lace back. I don't know if she's bringing Dead of Night back. High Temp, all these ones that have already been, except for High Temp. I would think she would bring that back because that was a recent launch. The other ones, they're older. So I don't know. Again, I'm not on Instagram consistently. I've been in one or two of her lives. So just like recent stuff that was going on. I always watch her YouTube videos anytime she uploads a video. And truly enjoyed the last one that I saw. She was talking about the brand and that she got the keys to the warehouse, the new warehouse and whatnot. So that shipping is going to be so much easier because when you ordered from, you are also paying state taxes, you are paying root protection on top of, depending how large your order is, could be in 3 to 4 different shipments, different shipping rates. And that, unfortunately, people were just like, we can't. You had a half off sale. Yeah, that's great. But you were basically going to make it up in shipping because if people were going to buy one of everything of what she had, which you absolutely could have, but you were going to make it up in weight. You were going to make it up because usually me being in Florida, there is no, you know, I guess it depends on the weight because I've had quite some large orders from her. So, but usually there's no cost. Just I'm here in Florida. So it must have been coming from her home base, wherever those products were coming from. But it's awesome. Hopefully this happens for her soon. An Earthly team, they can get into one warehouse and then her home base, whatever, you know, however that's going to go. And then, you know, the shipping will, you know, on Instagram, I saw some people being real assholes and it's a shame. I don't know. It's not that, I mean, there is no manual, really, when you say, I'm going to start a brand. Now, I know Unearthly has been out for a hot minute. It used to be Alien. Cosmetics. And then it was changed to Unearthly. But still, like, there's things that people, you know, you learn and you grow. There's mistakes that are going to get made. And just people need to be patient. But the shipping thing was a huge downer, of course. And so many people wanted to order, you know, but I just saw so many comments that were, I can't do this, you know, I'm on a fixed income and I would love to be able to try your, you know, but the shipping, the 3 different, whatever it was just too much, I guess. So that will hopefully be all fixed when she does, you know, go into her warehouse. And I know this is like not even related. I don't know if you guys also, because I'm a huge GLAMLITE buff. And I did see Allie Dawson and a couple other creators talk about GLAMLITE coming in spring 2025. I've seen the teasers on Instagram. I'm a huge Twilight buff. I'm a vampire. I love fantasy. As if you've been with me for a hot minute, you know, clearly. And I absolutely lost my shit when I saw the teasers for GLAMLITE, the PR box, the mirror. The only shot that they showed was one shimmer white, and it says "I do" on it. Of course, is the new moon, the part 1. So it's I'm excited to see more of this collection. Of course, I'm sure they won't show it until probably the last week before it launches. Everybody will know exactly what's in it, maybe, but it's the spring of this year. I'm going to guess March, next month. You know, actually, the first day of spring is my birthday. It's March 20th. And so I'd say sometime in March, I'm guessing, is when GLAMLITE would be launching this. But that wasn't unrelated to Unearthly, but it just popped in my head, and I'm like, oh, okay. And the last thing I want to talk about with Unearthly is her blushes. I have her blush on today. One of them, I have Blood Moon on, and it is this red, stunning blush. It is deep and tan girlies and rich tone girlies. This would look, it looks gorgeous. It's what I have. I've layered it because I do my creams, my liquids, all that. And then powders and whatnot. And I did use this on top, and it didn't do anything to my powder, you know, didn't lift or anything crazy that I saw. So this is the one that I have, and you get a nice mirror on these. I was a little surprised. These are the Paranormal Plush Creamy Blushes. I was a little surprised that these didn't have any weight to them. They're a very kind of a flimsy plastic, which surprises me because going from this to this surprised me. However, this has been in her concept store. She wanted to kind of get the feels, how it would do. So maybe she'll repackage these. I don't know. But at least you do get a nice mirror in here and plenty of product, and they are gorge. Emollient, the pigmented, blends into the skin beautifully. Let's see, we'll do this here. Just gorgeous, right? So that one's Blood Moon, and there's only 3 blushes that she has right now. This is Wilted Blossom. So a very mauvey pink, right? Pigmented. I haven't worn this one yet, but I have worn Burnt Rose, which is the last one I'll show you. Again, mirror in all of them. They all look the same, except for just different. This one I wore the other day. Very nice. I really do love this formula. So those are the blushes. The Paranormal Plush blushes from Unearthly Cosmetics. Well, and of course, you know, I've already said, you know, something about the mirror. It's a very quality, true mirror that you get. made a resin, so it is heavy. I think that's where she went wrong, was doing this out of resin. It is, just like if you were holding a magnetic palette, it's no heavier than that. The thing is this handle is much too short. It needs to have at least a good 2 more inches on it, because this part should be in your palm, right? But it's still comfortable to hold if you hold it like this, in my opinion. Unearthly Cosmetics logo. In the picture, I thought this was actually like fabric, because that's what it looked like in the picture. No, it's just resin. But the mirror is really good, and it's only 20 US bucks. So for something like this, decorative, looks beautiful on your vanity, you know what I'm saying? It's a gorgeous mirror. So that's just my opinion. Well, I'm not editing yet, but I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Now that you've seen, you know, her lipsticks, Devour, which I'm so glad that I have in my collection now. I'm excited to see her where Unearthly goes even further, now that, you know, hopefully they'll get into their warehouse soon. And these 3 new palettes that are coming out, that have been launched, I think they're available now. I know the Valentine's Day one is, I want to say the pre-order stuff should be in by the 21st, like this Friday, but don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do let me know what you think about this look in the comments. And do you have this palette? Do you have any of Unearthly's palettes? Which palette do you have? Do you have any of the lipsticks? The blushes, and what do you think about the formulas, and what do you think about the shipping, and all that has gone on? And yeah, I'd just love to hear your feedback. So with that, you guys, I hope if you're new, you subscribe, like, and comment, and yeah, please do share, because like I said, it does help my channel out. I hope to see you guys on the next one. Again, hopefully you enjoyed this video. And I keep talking about music inside the makeup, and I do want to do it. I've got some things coming up that I'm not sure if I'm going to be filming for a couple of days, but I might film tomorrow, and then there might be a few days until probably this coming Monday where I won't be filming. But thank you so much for dealing with my squirrel ass and putting up with me and not editing in my long videos. I hope you enjoy them, though. I hope I can be of some help in some way in having fun with your makeup, okay? And with that, hope to see you next time.